Oh boy, it is Saturday.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh my god, I don't have enough coffee in me. Anyways, welcome to our live. For If We Had the Pencil, I'm your host as always, stuck at Woodstock '98 in the mud, Sean Green, and with me as always is my tag partner Matt Jackson. And oh boy, we're having a rough one this morning.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with wrestling, so that's the even funnier part. So, quick little recap here for those of you that don't know. I'm at a NASCAR race, and it decided to pour. Um, along with that, our ringside to trackside is format is going to change kind of quickly because unfortunately I haven't been able to post stuff because if it could go wrong, it did go wrong here. Hence why I'm inside the camper today. I was supposed to be doing this outside. I was going to make some breakfast with y'all, all that other good stuff. But the weather didn't cooperate, and now I'm back in a mud hole. And
you actually
when it gets...
you got some great footage for the webcast, I'm sure, of your experiences at Watkins. It's epic. If people have any idea, just search Watkins Glen camping mud on Google, and you will get yourself.
You'll probably see the video of me getting towed out with two tractors.
Jethro and Billy Bob pulling you out.
I love the dude because he was helping me and he was the nicest guy ever. But he was he sounded just like Larry the Cable Guy. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about wrestling.
Yes.
And, we're going to have a good time. We're trying to kick it off. Matt, do you got your coffee? Because this is definitely a coffee morning. Yeah. We're going big cups. Sure. All right. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to go over Smackdown, because it kind of sets up everything. Then we're going to go, we'll talk about Backlash, kind of give you what Matt and I are thinking, which will be fun. A lot of funny, goofy stuff. And full disclaimer, I didn't get to finish Smackdown because the USA app, which you have to use when you have Hulu as your streaming service, sucks. We watched the intro. First off, it started off funny because we got to watch the Gingerbread Man video montage of him at Randy Savage's wedding, him with the DX invasion. We got to see that about 5 times because the USA app sucks.
Yeah, and I think they did 2 or 3 more videos. So it's definitely, when you get a chance, when the universe
I'll get through it.
Slows down, it's worth catching.
Yeah. So we're just going to go through the recap. So Matt's going to do the heavy lifting. Obviously, I know there was a funeral at the end of the show, but I haven't gotten to finish it. So that'll be exciting.
Live chat is open. So
it is.
Yeah, and then if you want to keep your eye on our little group chat too. So this is either going to be quality or it's going to be a shit show or somewhere in between, but we're going to have fun doing it regardless.
Well, the hilarity of it is that it is going to be what it is. Because I think next week we're going to be a lot better, but unfortunately we have a PLE today, and we scheduled it live. So, and it didn't go the way I thought. All right, so we kick off the show. Jacob Fatu comes out. Eventually the Usos come out, and I like how Jacob handled all this, and I liked how the Usos were kind of handling it. It was a nice little dynamic. It was a half a step shy of being I ain't never acknowledging his ass, but it was fun. It was a good segment.
It was. It started out kind of rambly, and it wasn't really going anywhere. And then the Usos went out, and I'm like, well, this is just going to go down the drain. And the very end there, Jay actually said some good stuff when he was talking about his own experiences with Roman in the past. But I think the closer with Jacob, just his final closing comments and his comment.
Yeah, I'll burn the whole damn thing down.
Yeah, that was really well done.
I like that. It was well done.
And it makes you
So
think because the general thought is, hey, good morning, Nick. Uh, yeah, we didn't get out any live links or anything like that ahead of time like we normally do, but it's all good. If you like us, you'll be here. Um, yeah, I really liked it, and now it's got me thinking: is it possible they're going to throw the strap on Jacob? I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
I think I don't think so. But
No, but
all
it
right.
puts that element of doubt, which is key.
Yeah,
And
I know. I know that's what they were going for, and he looks strong, so it's
yeah,
All right, so Ricky Saints is not not happy with his ingratiation into SmackDown and complaining to Nick Aldis, and Matt Cardona calls him out because that's what Matt Cardona does. Like, they got to start giving Cardona wins though, or it's never gonna work.
I know because even like
We'll get
later on in
into
the
it.
show, Wade Barrett kind of shows his ignorance about American football, and Tessitore actually corrects him because he's thinking about the whole roster. He's like, if he's calling him QB4, that's not a bad thing. Like saying he's the fourth best guy in the roster, and then Tessitore explains, no, that's horrible. Like QB1 is your starter, then you have two as your backup, three is your emergency guy. QB4 is like the dude on the practice that you call him off his 9 to 5 job to come in if all hell breaks loose. So yeah, it's not a
I'm
good.
such a I'm such a lemming, man. Like the SmackDown is playing in the other room and Trick Williams song it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
feeling it.
whoop
Can't
that.
see it, but I can hear it, and I'm happy.
That's
Oh
almost that
God,
almost is better than coffee. That'll wake you up.
Nick with a little fury
Hmm.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
But
and I think Mikey's gonna be on soon as well. So all right, so I know we're kind of on a time crunch because you have a lot to going on today.
yeah, I do, and we're about to, you know, uh, my mom's gonna walk into the camper any minute and be like, "Oh, he's on the phone." Anyways, so
That's all right. I got dogs crawling all over me. It's
yeah, this is one of the
no pun
tips we got.
intended, but it's raw.
One of the tips we got. Establish your own studio. Okay, cool. I'm going to do it in a public place, unlike Starlink, and yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I should have told James I live in an RV and like you're TDY quite a bit, but
yeah,
anyhow,
you did tell him that. It was
yeah,
in the note.
I
Yeah.
can't
So
remember.
we get Royce Keys and Fatu talking, and like, well, I'll throw it up here again. So Nick's calling for a new bloodline. I don't think that's going to happen. I think a new faction may stem out of this, but I think if you're going to see any partnership, it's going to be Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu. You know what I mean? I, I just that's what they're leaning into. They're kind of got each other's backs. It's just going to keep on going around in circles.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to see Tomatonga, even if he splits with the MFTs. Excuse me. I think it's more he's going to be teaming up with Shinsuke. There'll be something down the line. So, uh, yeah, I kind of like the Royce and Jacob thing because it's not another Samoan. Nothing against Samoans, but
Yeah,
like
it, it
we got more Samoans than anybody else, and for a Samoan to kind of break away and not have to rely on the family, and maybe his family right now is Royce Keys. So I thought that could be some nice storytelling. I'm sure
No,
it'll
I think it could be, and I think it's more about shared experience in that case. Like they have a stronger bond just because they've been through similar situations, as opposed to like family. Like
Well,
everything else in the bloodline.
on Nick's podcast, I had mentioned, I'm like, would it be awesome if they brought up a new Samoan and his name just happened to be like Bill or Steve or Tom instead of all these like
This is Fred. Fred and no he. Like Fred and no he.
he's a distant cousin.
Twice removed. All right, so we get this like video package from Chelsea, like wishing Tiffany luck. And one thing I picked up on Tiffany Stratton as I was watching was they're really locking in. They're really getting good at defining her look. Like they found a good look for her. It's not Barbie dollish. It's not. Yeah, it's like a really good look for her, and I actually like what they're doing with her. And she looked good. And Kiana James looked, I don't want to say good's a strong word. Fine is probably not. Whatever's between fine and good, that's kind of what I felt about Kiana James in this one.
Yeah, it wasn't a standout match for her, but I think
No,
she accomplished what she needed to do. It was fine. Uh, this whole show, this is a fun show last night. The last three shows now have been like pretty good. This one was just wildly entertaining. Like I don't know if I was watching a comedy, a drama, an action show, or all three at the same time. There was just a
it
lot of
moved around quite a bit, and it was pretty good.
Remember we were growing up and they used to have those variety shows on all the time, and you'd have a music act, you'd have a comedian, and then something else. That's what
I
the show felt like last
yeah,
night. It was good.
it was a good balance.
It was a good go home show. Really good go home show.
So we get some perfectly placed R-Truth, like in this wait for the gingerbread man, because he was nailing it, because he's like telling Sammy like he always spoke highly of you. He always
Yeah.
loved you.
He'd be so proud. He always Sammy, 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 and then he's like trying to wipe Sammy's fake tears away, and he
Don't
kisses
cry.
his
He
hand.
wouldn't want to see
He
you
kisses his
cry.
hand and pats Sammy on the face.
Hey, he blows a kiss to the gingerbread man. I was dying, man. That whole thing, like, I appreciate it because it's so out of the norm for them to carry something that stupid that long, right? Like, it was just epic. So
No,
it just, God, it was so good.
it was
And this,
it's like old school, like silly. Remember when silly comedy in the 80s and 90s got popular for? It's a silly, like goofy, off the wall comedy, and it works because of
yeah,
the people that are in it.
no, it was fine. It was great, and I just love it. And like, I cannot. He's ginger undead. Well, that's slightly disturbing. But you know what though? This is Sami Zayn's wheelhouse. We know Sami Zayn can do this, by the way. So like we have to, you know, we saw it with Johnny Knoxville, as stupid as that was, but we know he can pull off the comedy shtick really well. But I think that the fact that him and Trick Williams can also do, I think that the fact that they went all in on it was a really good thing.
Yes,
So
it was really good. When you get stuff that's wacky, and you had that much of it on a show, and it all worked, I'm sure there's going to be critics that are going to, not like it, and I understand that. But from an entertainment standpoint, it was great. Like it was good. Like I laughed through half the show last night because there was so much little good stuff in there. It was fun. Meanwhile, while you're trying not to fall into quicksand or quick mud, and
yes, I am trying not to sink.
you haven't lost any doggos or
No, I have two
or humans
dogs.
yet.
I have two dogs, and yeah,
They must be.
as I said, austere conditions live podcasting is always a challenge
Yeah.
as I make stuff happen.
from
But
the from the swamps of Watkins Glen.
what was that? Oh, because the it's called go bowl, like the race is like the Let's Go Bowling or whatever. Like, if somebody changed it and made a poster that said "Let's Go Bogging," so it was just, oh my god.
Was
All right.
somebody on a four-wheeler dragging people around like on an inflatable raft through the mud, like they were like on the
No,
lake? Okay.
that's all AI. But
Okay.
you, after today, you probably could get away with it. And
Nice.
as hilly as this place is, I think I'll be surprised if people aren't mudsliding by the end of the weekend. But it's bad. That's all I'm going to say.
Fantastic.
All right. So, Priest and R-Truth. I am the gingerbread man. That's a super secret thing. Yes. So Priest and R-Truth in the back. There's a couple of things I kind of liked about this little segment, and it's kind of simplified stuff. So one, we didn't get the typical like I'm just gonna go it alone, you stay back here thing. It was like, yo, man, you're dinged up. I don't want you to get hurt more, but I do love tagging with you. Like they kind of did that mutual thing, and I liked it. It was just a slight little twinge,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
like the moment too where Priest is just like, you know what? I'm glad we're champs together. Like it was kind of a real
Yeah,
moment. I liked it.
yeah, I agree, and I like that they kept. I'm glad that they put some endurance on it, right?
Yeah,
You know, so okay, the match was good. Like he's, I'll give Priest credit for this. He's probably the first person I've seen pair up or go up against Tala that actually had a pretty good rhythm with him.
yeah. No,
Like a lot of the times it gets a little clunky, and it was just like, this is the first time Tala had a partner where he wasn't just either the big man, just ka-chunk, or whatever. So it worked out well.
and you could tell that Damien was pretty much calling the match because Tala was
Oh yeah,
just following in line. It was really good. It was Tala's best Tala's best performance that I've seen since he's been on the roster. And I love Damian Priest. Like last night, I mean, they brought it. It was a little physical, and Priest chopping the tree with the leg. It was fun. It did
yeah,
what
it
it needed to
was.
do. I really don't have any complaints about this show last night,
What I've seen of it so far, I haven't either.
which
So
means I
we
think
got
they're gonna let us down tonight. I hope not, but we'll see.
acknowledge him.
Knowledge
So we
it
get
is.
a quick little Danhausen in the catering, but he's got a sign up sheet to be his tag partner at Backlash, which was just so Danhausen.
Yeah, not even Bob from catering. That wouldn't
Yeah.
work.
And then on top of that, like the Miz and Kit kind of taking on the bullying roles now. You
Yeah,
know, now they got one up on him, and now they're going to bully the different kid. You know what I mean? But they show him the mirror, and he's like, "This is the only person that you could tag with." And he's like, "Oh, I got an idea." Gone. You
yeah.
know,
And
but Miz is like,
then he
"He
runs
can't even
back and
disappear anymore."
no, he runs in front of the camera. He's like making zooming noise. He's like, meow, as he runs by the camera. It's just, it's so great.
He did it later too. He ran in front of the Bella and Paige.
Yeah,
Just um, so we get Cody. Gunther has a temper tantrum with all this because Cody came out on his show. Like, give me a break.
yeah. It's supposed to be
That
Gunther.
that was a little weak sauce, but like, Heyman coming out and basically telling Cody like this is the favor he wanted, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Which at the end of the day, it's going to be a little slimy because Paul's slimy, and it's going to be a little bit slimy because did you know why would Gunther not go after Roman if he's already on Raw? No, he's going after Cody, and it's like that's Paul still kind of low key like protecting Roman. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how. Bottom line is Paul's on one and done with Gunther, and Gunther he has the contract. They just got to get Gunther to sign it.
yeah. And it's Cody's responsibility. I kind of like the whole thing. I liked how Gunther's backstage, and all of a sudden they cut to Cody coming in. They had it was the little production things that really mattered, and that was really good last night. And then the whole Heyman, telling how much he loves Cody, being his slimy, like you said, stuff, and
Yeah,
laying the BS like a real thick coat of BS all over Cody, how much he admires him. So it was good. And then you got a really intense Cody, and I kind of liked it when Cody got intense with Gunther. So because he's been
when
pretty,
Cody screams and yells, he cuts his best promos.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. And the lisp was in full effect during that whole shouting and screaming. So
Oh yeah,
I like it. It's like his tick. Like he gets mad and the
he
lisp
was the
goes
number one.
crazy. It's good. All right, let's chug along through SmackDown.
Yep. So basically, you know everybody wants the tag team champs. I'm not going to pick it apart. It was pretty straightforward. Then Fatal Influence against Rhea, Alexa, and Charlotte. This is a match I saw the intros for like 5 times. Thank you, USA app. So good match though. I like what they're doing with. I like what they're doing with Fatal Influence.
Oh, yeah, they.
I also like the low key, even though sometimes it's a little between Charlotte and Rhea. So that's eventually going to be a payoff, probably around SummerSlam, but or not. I don't know. They might save it.
I like Bliss's role in this is trying to be the peacekeeper.
Sure.
What are you leaning towards, Joe?
Here.
Hi, Matt.
Hi,
I'm Sean's mom.
Hi, Sean's mom. How are you?
Because we're just doing it live, so I figured we're gonna go down burning.
It's where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Exactly. Oh.
Who shows anyways?
Whose pencil is it anyways? The new name for our Saturday segments. So yeah. So this is where I get a little. I sketched because I had to set up for the live. So we get Usos trying to intimidate Royce Keys. It is a little pathetic that they're. I hate that they're spineless, right? Like, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
He treated you like shit. Like, oh, I'll go back. He's changed. He's changed.
So,
all right.
Hey, what's your thoughts, real quick, on? I don't know if you got to see the Ricky Saints Cardona match.
I did.
I like Ricky Saints.
I do, but this is one of those wait and see things with him for me. Yeah. Like, he's not like really clicking. Like, in the ring, he's fine. Like I said, Cardona's kind of become that gatekeeper. You got to get through this guy type deal.
I'm just feeling a lot of like Dolph Ziggler vibes, like the end of Dolph Ziggler's run, where he looked really good, but at the end, 90% of the time, he take an L. So I'm getting Dolph Ziggler vibes with the Matt Cardona.
Yep.
But Fatal Influence, if the women's division needed a good kick in the butt, Fatal Influence came in there kicking away.
Well, and they're keeping them strong too. So,
yeah, I don't think they've lost that. I think they've won everything that either JC Jane or Fatal Influence has been in the 2 or 3 weeks they've been up there. They haven't every match they're in there.
Well, and they're getting the one up on like big stars too. So
that's key.
You know what I mean? It's not just like they did a beat up. It's not a tit for tat. It's been very one sided. So it's kind of a good thing. All right, Matt. This is where you take the ball and you carry it to the rest of the way to the end zone.
Sure.
Tama Tonga and Royce Keys. Talk to me about it.
So I like this because all we've seen of Royce is like short matches with a lot of power moves. We got to see Royce put on his working boots last night. I think Tama was a good opponent for Royce to have that kind of longer match. And we got to see a lot. And the finish, his spine buster is sick. Like, I know that it's not going to happen.
I did see the spine buster. I was like, ooh.
I'm already got a dream match set up. I'd love to see Royce and Oba go at it, but way down the line. It's not anytime soon.
I don't know if I want that.
Even if you have a face-off at a Royal Rumble match, something. I just want something quick, not a feud. Just maybe they're in a Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble, and they have that face-off moment.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how huge Royce Keys is. Like, when the camera shots, when they were showing him last night, either backstage. I mean, he's a big dude, but he's massive. Like,
yeah,
and he moves really good for 290 pounder. So I like it. We're getting to see a little bit more about what Royce Keys can bring to the table, and I like
that they're building him up, right?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of there we've been getting a little bit more and more. So like you got the introduction, then you got a little smattering here and there, but now they're kind of like they're building him up via Jacob.
Yeah.
So those are cool too. So all right, talk to me about this. Danhausen is back in the lab. I'll be going back and watching all this,
So
but
yeah, Danhausen's in the back, and he's got like this like seventh grade chem lab set up in the back with one of those lights that you put your hand on it, and and the lightning follows your hand, but it's
yeah.
it's just cheesy like low grade sci-fi stuff and done so well. So Danhausen needs to make a clone because of what he saw in the mirror. So he's trying to make the Danhausen clone. And Danhausen actually cursed on TV last night because his machine was acting wonky. And he dropped out of shit. It was bleeped out, but you know how Danhausen's not supposed to like cursing. But so anyway, yeah, he's got a clone being made right now. So he said it would be ready in about 24 hours, about the time for Backlash tonight. If it's CM Punk and Danhausen face paint, I don't know how to handle that.
I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. I'll be late to the party, but I'm gonna dial into like the watch parties as loud cars go by. All right. Tama and Shinsuke. Shinsuke has been very disappointed with Tama for like eternity.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of the same old, but now Shinsuke's kind of rubbing it in Tama's face, like about being disappointed in him, and then it was giving Urkel in the lab. Yeah, it kind of was Urkel-y.
I do that. Okay.
But it was the same old with Tom and Shinsuke. They're just slowly progressing that story along. And then we close out SmackDown with the Gingerbread Man funeral. If you would have put this on paper and read it, and we didn't have Trick Williams involved, I would have been like, "This, you just wasted your closing segment of your show." Everything about this was gold. Sammy in the black jacket, still doing his entrance, comes down to the ring. They have flowers and wreaths set up. They have a I guess it's a small choir of like 4 or 5 people who are hilariously on purpose off key. Trick does this rhyming, rapping tribute to the Gingerbread Man, which is quite funny. Ask for a moment of silence from the fans, and then we get Sami Zayn come out, and he's not happy, and he says how much money that Trick Williams is wasting. It's just Sammy spiraling, which he's doing a good job. I like. Now we got full blown Sammy because every time Sammy said anything,
Yeah.
the fans just unloaded. Even the Ride or Die got the biggest heat. My Ride or Die fans got the biggest heat. So I'm kind of liking this. This is a good way for Sammy to turn heel because it's also something kind of different. It's almost like, remember when Bob Backlund became Mr. Backlund in the 90s? Like he turned bad by being good.
Yes.
There's a little bit of that with Sammy. Like, this is silly. No one's taking me serious. It's so
I picture him. I picture him as Mugatu from Zoolander. Like, am I the only one taking crazy pills? Like,
Yeah. That's what he kept saying. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? He must have said it like 10 times.
Yes.
So anyway, he's talking stuff and then he ends up attacking Trick Williams and beats him up, and he's standing there holding the belt, and the Gingerbread Man, who his eyes are now X's because he's dead in great cartoon manner. It was just hilarious. All of a sudden, does the Undertaker sit up and rise, and turns and look, pulls off the headgear. It's Little Yachty, and then he takes the candy cane and beats Sami Zayn down with it. And the show goes out with Yachty and Trick Williams celebrating, and the Gingerbread Man is still with us.
Oh, thank goodness! All that build up and everything. Okay, I can't wait to watch it. I'll watch it after we finish this live. But
it's funny. We were laughing. So my wife really is still mad at Sami Zayn for killing the Gingerbread Man. Because when Sammy was complaining, right, and she's like prepping like all her student books for the parents because it's the end of the year. And all of a sudden, like I hear from the side, I'm like, "Fuck you, Sammy." That's my wife yelling at Sammy's name.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, what? She goes, "Yeah, I'm mad at him." She's- I don't like him. His voice bothers me. His look bothers me. Like she ran like up one side and down the other, and gave him like a total review. So, Sami Zayn is not on her Christmas card. She's like,
All
nope.
right. Well, Matt, we're gonna
So
burn through
that's
this.
that was SmackDown and a really fun show, a fun watch. The wrestling that was on there was good. Nothing super outstanding. You know, we didn't have any Carmelo Hayes or crazy moments, but it was a really good go home show. It really hyped up the PLE for tonight and some storylines going forward. So yeah, it was just a fun show. I really enjoyed it. Nice tribute to Ted Turner at the very beginning too, flashing the screen up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked up on that as well. All right. So let's get to our predictions. We got Backlash tonight. So, all right. Io Sky and Asuka, buddy. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Asuka. Only because if Io goes over, I want this to be a struggle for Io. Because if she just goes in their first match and wins, then it kind of it devalues Asuka. I still think like Asuka's a legend, and I still think you can have Io take a loss. And I've heard some talk. Some people think that Kairi Sane might be coming back, like they're gonna do the R-Truth get released, and then the fans demand them back, and they're gonna run like 2.0. Nick talked about this and Nikki on their cast last night. I don't want this to become an annual thing. Because one, then it's like, okay, they're gonna release people, and then if the fans get behind their guy, they'll bring them back. And two, if you're on that roster and you get released, it's like a total, it's a mind screw. Because like, oh, maybe I'll be the
Yeah,
guy that does. It's just, it's not fair. It's
I
not fair
don't
to
think
the fans,
Sane's
and
coming back.
it's not fair to the performers. So, I don't think
So
Carrie's coming back either.
I don't think so. Her release, honestly, I don't think they planned on releasing her. Everything I read said that she was just trying to go back to.
Yeah, I heard she was
She
going
wanted
for.
to go back to Japan. So like, that's a more "it will do you a solid and it kind of helps us out too" type deal. So good on
Well,
her.
that with Oscar, you could just say that Oscar drove Carrie Zane back to Japan. She was so
Well, she
disappointed.
said that already.
Yeah,
She said
yeah,
that already.
that's what I'm saying. You keep on with that, and so that's why I think Oscar goes over.
Yeah.
Does she go over clean? I don't know, but I want to see this feud
Nah,
have a little bit of
we'll
legs
probably
on
get
it.
some like missed shenanigans in this
Yes,
one.
the
And
poison.
I think that'll be the difference. I think you have to walk a very delicate line here, because now they're 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Mano e mano. Um, they're 1-on-1 now, so they're like there is no Kyrie saying there shouldn't be any Rhea Ripley showing up. Like all that is just 1-on-1.
Yep.
So I I think Asuka will go over, but I think you have to do it correctly so that you have to do it correctly so that you don't kind of devalue the feud, right? Like we got to keep the interest, so it's going to have to be done very, very, very good because, man, everybody piling in here. All right, I think EO picks up the win here, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going Asuka just because I think that's kind of their tendency. I don't think you're going to have the face go over because you want to see the face struggle to Matt's point. So we'll see. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but let's see here. All right. Which one do I want to bring up next? All right. Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, and the Gingerbread Band, and
Oh,
Little Yachty, and
Trick's going over. There's no way they're
Trick's
putting
going
that
over.
U.S. title back on Sammy.
No, that the arena will riot.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have to embellish on that. I think it's going to be fun and entertaining. like, you know,
Yeah, we'll see Little Yachty. I don't want to see the Gingerbread Man show up. We handled that last night on SmackDown. We don't need to see Ginger tonight.
it would be kind of funny. This is like one of those situations where I almost wish
Unless
Sammy was having a program with Danhausen, because like Danhausen would be the guy that like there would just be like lurking in the background like gingerbread man everywhere Sammy goes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but anyways, no, it doesn't need to be involved. We know Lil Yachty will be there. All right. Speaking of Danhausen, who must find a partner against Kit Wilson and Miz. Who you thinking? First off, who do you think is coming as his partner? And second, who do you think's winning that match?
I mean, the popular census is CM Punk, and I'm going to go with CM Punk. But I think we ought to need to look like an off the wall pick. Nick has said Boogeyman would be cool. That would be cool. I think if you can get, I think your long horse here, your dark horse would be Kit Wilson's old partner.
That would be an interesting.
But I don't know if he's cleared because he's had a pretty serious injury. I think neck or back or something.
I think I'm going to go out with a wild card here, and I am going to say that it's the famous Davis guy, the one that punched Kit Wilson in the junk. So like Danhausen goes to his lab, tries to clone himself, but he didn't get to cook enough. So you get a midget Hausen.
Well,
so,
he's already had complications with the machine because it keeps acting wonky. So, sure, like a midget Hausen would be fine.
I do think it's going to be Pug, but my off the wall is going to be a midget Hausen. So
does Punk have face paint like Danhausen just for one night?
No way. No effing way. No effing way. No way. And the answer is going to be like Punk going like, I get a year free of curses for doing this. Like, that's what it's going to be. All right.
Oh, off the wall pick, Ilya.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that, but it'd be kind of cool. All right. So we did that. All right. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This is the ESPN one, right?
Yeah, that is the Microhausen. Sorry. Well, this is also
Midgethausen sounds so much cooler.
And Michael Cole gave the seal of approval to
I know. That's why I keep on using it.
Yeah.
Don't send your complaints to me. Send them to Michael Cole.
Yeah, man, probably the best match on the card. And they're going to open the show with Braun and Seth. But I think it's going to be really good. I have Braun Breaker going over.
I've been wishy-washy on this. I'm going to tell you why. In some instances, I get the feeling like they want to deviate the vision, especially Braun Breaker, away from Seth and kind of go do other stuff, but they have to close this out. So I'm a little nervous that they're just going to be like, we'll have this match. It'll, be overbooked and then, whatever. But I'm going to go Breaker here, but I'm not. I think it's an indicator. Which way they go is an indicator of what they're trying to do.
How do you spell it?
Because you can't have the full Seth Rollins redemption arc, which is what he's going for, yet Roman's never been redeemed, but whatever.
Okay.
Like, we're doing a Seth Rollins redemption arc, so it's like,
DQ is D-E what?
Yeah, I got no audio from you, Matt.
There we go. Okay, sorry.
Oh, we're so professional. So professional. All your insight. Just,
yeah. Let me see if I can remember it. No, I think it's important that Seth loses because the story is right now Seth is realizing that nobody trusts him. He's not trustworthy.
Yeah.
He's kind of alone. So I think, Braun's going to beat him up. Will we see Logan Paul and Austin Theory? Of course. And if nobody comes out and helps him, that adds so much to the story, which would add it to my theory, no pun intended, that we're going to see KO returning soon, and I hope he's with Seth. By the way, KO he's already done some PSAs for the Canadian tour later this summer.
You were telling me that. That would be
I really think that I think KO is on the comeback trail because you're
I
starting
hope
to
so.
see him more.
Told you, don't get my hopes up.
I know.
So what? We both want Breaker here, right? Like, and I
Yes.
think, okay, so we've done those. I'm sitting here like scrolling through the list of matches. Like, there's so few. I'm like, am I getting them all? All right, so I guess all that's left is Jacob Roman. Who you got?
Of course, Roman's going to retain, but but there is an element of doubt. But I don't know if it's going to be Fatu. But they could, they could throw a shocker and kind of okey dokus. But I don't see it happening. But then again, supposedly Roman's not happy with his contract with TKO, and there's talks he might leave earlier.
I
And
don't know. It depends on who you talk to on that. Like, a lot of that is just like, you know, wishy washy. So, Mr. Washy Washy. Anyways, I think so. I wouldn't worry about the external shit with Roman. I'm going to give you food for thought, and I think I'm going to take Roman here. But I think it's important to realize that the story continues. This is where I have a hard time with it, especially if he's not participating in June. Is can Jacob travel overseas? He must be. He wrestled in Japan, right?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had a fleeting thought, meaning I think Jacob, if Jacob couldn't travel, maybe you just put the feud on ice kind of deal. But I think you have to have Roman win because the next chapter in the book, so to speak, is going to be, acknowledge me. And Fatu basically giving him the 2 1-finger salutes and being like, hell no.
No.
And Royski's going there, man. We from the streets, dude. We don't do that shit and all this other stuff. So I think that's where that's going. So I'll take Roman for Backlash.
Yeah, and I also like Mikey. Mikey's he put in the text comment he could see that this ending in a no contest, and WWE has not done that in a long time. They have not ended a pay per view with a match with an inconclusive finish, because obviously this is going to be the show closer. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing that. Just like
I would.
let it end in a no contest. You throw the match out. It allows them either push the feud down the road and kick the can, and that way Jacob can retain his heat, and he's not just another guy that Roman has gone over. But I don't want to see pathetic Uso stuff. I really don't.
Ah,
Uh,
okay. Well,
all right, but yeah, I think Roman walks out of there. However the match ends, he's gonna be champ walking out of Backlash.
yeah, I think so. I think so too. So, well, Matt, we gave our predictions. We talked about SmackDown. I still have to watch the end of SmackDown because I must see this funeral. I also got to cook the family breakfast, which I was going to do outside, but it's a muddy shithole out front.
Yeah.
Pardon my language. So, folks,
No, that's an accurate assessment. Literally,
it's a swamp.
Yeah.
So, everyone, enjoy Backlash tonight. There is a live watch along on BC Wrestling Pod. They're hosting today. For that, everybody's going to drop in. We're going to see Backlash. We're going to see how things go. It's going to be exciting. So, Matt, I'll do my best to make it through the bogs here,
Yeah.
and we'll see how it goes. But
yeah, we'll definitely catch you on Mikey's watch along tonight. If anything, folks, it'll be entertaining.
yes, it will for sure. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. And like I said, everybody enjoy Backlash, and we will